controlled the game for 4 quarters. In the third quarter, you had 20 more plays than Chicago did. Tell me what the reaction is when you get what happens.
I mean, we just let them have it. You know, we had a chance to win the game. We were in control of the game, and we just didn't execute. You know, as a team when it mattered at the end of the game. Let them take it into overtime, and you know, we saw what happened there. So
after a series or two with Malik taking over, you got into this rhythm where you'd run a jet sweep, and then you'd fake the jet sweep and have a run. I mean, you know, you were getting them to go left and right. Did you feel like, you know, you guys had a rhythm going there with these 10, 12, 13 play drives?
yeah, absolutely. And I feel like we were moving the ball well. I think the thing for us is, you know, we have 1 touchdown today. We got to score touchdowns. And I think if we scored touchdowns on, you know, the first drive, we went down and went for it and didn't kick the field goal, and you know, that's 3 points there. But we had 3, 4 field goals, and you know, we just got to score in the red zone. And I think it's not even close at the end of the game.
How tough was it knowing that you guys were hoping for a last shot there, but then the outside doesn't go your way, and then you're back on the sidelines watching?
I mean, it's completely out of, you know, at least the O-line is out of our control. It's hard to watch, but it's part of the game, and you know, we were just trusting that our defense would hold up. But, you know, they played a good game at the end, and they got the win. Yeah, that's what it is.
Not that there's any moral victories, but what can you just say about Malik Willis stepping in when he did and going out there and making plays?
Yeah, Malik did a good job, and you know, we got a chance to get some reps and you know, some cohesion with him in New York, I believe it was, and you know, he stepped in and was unfazed and controlled the huddle and came in as a starting, you know, like controlling the huddle as a starting quarterback would do. And you know, we believe in him, and you know, it's unfortunate, you know, what happened to Jordan, but you know, it's the nature of this league and the next man in mentality, and we believe in Malik, and he did a good job.
I apologize if you've already answered this question, but just with the impact of this game, knowing what it did to the NFC North, potentially playoff seeding, like how do you guys move on as a group to the next one?
I don't really know like what the seeding looks like, and you know, I'll find out at some point. But no, we're just gonna try and, you know, we got 2 more guaranteed games, and we're gonna go out there and try to win those games and take it 1 week at a time, and with a 1-0 mentality each week. Yeah, we just gotta win.
I know you guys take pride in protecting Jordan. Just how tough was it seeing him go down and that we talked about him after the game?
I talked to him for a second at halftime, but there's just a lot going on, so I didn't get a chance to really check in with him. But it's hard. It's definitely hard, especially the nature of, you know, how it happened. So it's frustrating.
As an offensive lineman, you never want your quarterback touched. Talk about the nature of how it happened. The helmet lowering your head. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, they called, what's the flag they called on that, roughing the passer? I just don't get how guys get kicked out of the game for taunting, but if you hit a quarterback late in the head, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that should get the same treatment as something as, you know, simple as taunting. You know, I think that has to be reevaluated. I think that's ridiculous.